guys, welcome back to Nixie DIY Crafts. Today we are going to make this witch hat using one of these tinsel witch hats from the Dollar Tree. So I'm using 2 of these mesh rolls, some pipe cleaners, and some ribbon to make a bow. The first thing I'm going to do is remove the wording and that little belt buckle from the front of the hat. And then I'm going to remove the tinsel from the bottom portion of the hat. So here I'm just feeling both ends to find where it ended so I know where to begin. And it's fairly simple to remove. You'll see that that plastic form has these little notches. So the tinsel is just weeded up and down, up and down. So that's all I'm doing now to remove it completely. And I'm only removing the bottom portion. I've been making these witch hats for a couple of years now. This DIY was inspired by another YouTube channel. Her name is Olivia Romantic Home. You have to check her out. I will leave her link down below. She is so creative. She is awesome to watch, inspiring, motivational. So check her out. Now that I'm done removing that bottom portion, don't throw that away. You can use it for another DIY. Now I'm going to move on to the mesh. So I'm using 2 different colors. For this DIY, you only need 2 mesh rolls. So I'm using this cereal box that measures 8 by 8, and I'm just going to wrap the mesh around the box so I'm then able to cut. We are going to make bundles of black and purple bundles using the pipe cleaners, and that's how we are going to attach them to the bottom of our hat. For this mesh, I prefer to use my wheel cutter, but unfortunately I can't find my self-healing mat that is small enough for me to put the mesh on. So it was not working well on top of the cereal box, so I had to go to good old scissors to cut this. But now I have 2 bundles of black, and now I'm going to repeat the process with the purple. The reason I use the box as a template is for my mesh to all be cut at the same size. So you end up with a total of 4 bundles. Now I'm going to take all of my pipe cleaners and I'm going to cut them in half just using my scissors. These pipe cleaners are from the Dollar Tree, so the wire inside of them is really thin, so it works out great and it doesn't damage my scissors. To make your bundles, you're going to take 1 of each color, 1 of the black and 1 of the purple. You're going to pleat it just like you see me doing here with my fingers, like you are walking towards the end of your mesh, just like that. And then you are going to place them on top of each other and then take your pipe cleaner, attach it to the middle, and then secure it tight. You are going to continue these steps until you have completely ran out of all of your mesh. Off camera, I completed all of my bundles and now we are ready to attach them to our witch hat. I flipped my witch hat upside down because I find it easier for me to insert the pipe cleaners from the bottom up, and then it's easier for me to twist them into place. The bottom portion of the hat has 3 sections where you can attach your bundles. I'm attaching the bundles to the center portion of the frame, this section right here that I'm pointing out. Continue to add all of your bundles to the hat. As you're attaching them to your hat, make sure that you're tucking them, pushing them towards each other, not leaving any space between them. At the end, you will see that it does cover the entire bottom frame of your hat. This is how it looks so far. So let's continue. This project is such a fun project to make, and I love giving these to people. This year it's going to my daughter's science teacher. I hope she likes it. So here I'm finishing it up. As you can see when I flip it over, how it's turning out. The color is just so cute, the purple and the black. But again, you can use whatever colors you want in your stash. I've even created them with 3 different colors: black, purple, and the orange, but I didn't have orange, so I just used the 2 colors this year. And this is how it looks so far. So now I'm just taking my hands and I'm just, massaging it into place, fluffing it up, because we had it squished down all that time. So just fluff it up. And I'm gonna make one more bundle just using purple. And these are 2 smaller pieces than the other 2. They were actually trash, but I'm using them, and this is what I'm going to add to the top of the hat. To attach, just feel the top of the hat. It's part of the frame, and there's a middle section, so I stick the pipe cleaners through the tinsel, and then I secure it in the back. Of course, this hat, you can leave it as is. It really doesn't need anything else. But from learning from Olivia's romantic home, everything needs a big old bow. So here I take out my purple and black ribbon, and I'm going to make an Olivia bow, which is something else I learned from her channel. I'm not going to show you how to make it here. I mean, it's very simple. I'm just folding it on top of each other. She has really great videos on how to make these bows. And this ribbon is from Dollar Tree. I didn't spend a lot of money. I spent $1. It's a wired ribbon, and it does its job. It's awesome. Here I'm just pinching the ribbon in the middle, and now I'm taking a pipe cleaner and I'm securing it in the middle. Now I'm going to make a second bow slightly bigger than the purple black one, and I'm using again Dollar Tree ribbon. It's an orange with white spiderweb ribbon. I'm just repeating the process, just folding the ribbon on top of each other, making sure that there are 2 loops on one side and 3 loops on the other side. At the end, when you fluff up your bow, you will have a total of 5 loops. Once I had a total of my 5 loops, I went ahead and I cut my ribbon, and now I'm cutting a second piece of ribbon that measures 12 inches long. That piece I'm going to attach to the bottom of the bow and then hold it all together with one of the pipe cleaners. Because this is the bow that's going to sit behind the purple black bow, I wanted this bow to have tails. Now I will attach the purple black bow on top of the orange bow using the pipe cleaners that I use to secure the bow together. Now for the hardest decision, which side are you going to place your bow? So I decided to place mine on the left hand side. So all I did was just move the mesh to, just make a spot for my bow. I inserted the pipe cleaners, and here I'm just securing it in place. Now I'm going to start pulling the loops out from under each other, and then you're just going to start fluffing it. Just insert your fingers in so you can start fluffing it. Because it is a wired ribbon, it helps, and you move it around and it stays in place. Now let's dovetail our ribbon. So all you have to do is fold your ribbon in half, and you are going to cut pointing down from the seam. So let's do that again. Fold your ribbon in half, and cutting downward, you're going to cut from the seam down. And now you've successfully cut your tails. The next step is optional, but I like to add something in the center of my bows. So I have this glitter green skeleton head. So I'm going to remove the top piece, it's an ornament, and I'm going to hot glue that right in the center of my bow. I'm going to attach the skeleton head at a slight angle using my Gorilla Hot Glue. Gorilla Hot Glue is my preference for these type of DIYs, especially when you are attaching items that have a lot of glitter. So this will definitely stay put and not fall off. Just make sure you add a good amount of the hot glue. And remember to fluff, fluff, fluff your bows. And that completes this DIY. I hope you were inspired. Thanks for watching. Again, I will leave Olivia Romantic Homes link down below. Thanks for watching. Bye.